Columbus' journey to discover America. Christopher Columbus's journey to the America was one of the most significant events in world history. It opened the door to European exploration, colonization, and the eventual transformation of the Western Hemisphere. Let's see how the world was before Columbus. Europe was largely isolated from the Americas. The Old World, Europe, Africa, and Asia, had established trade routes, but the New World, North and South America, was unknown to Europeans. In the 15th century, the age of exploration begins. European nations like Portugal and Spain started seeking new trade routes to Asia to access spices and wealth, bypassing traditional land routes controlled by Ottoman and Arab traders. When the scientific revolution came, advances in navigation and shipbuilding, including the development of the compass and the astrolabe, made it possible for explorers to venture farther from home. Now let's look into Columbus's early life. Christopher Columbus was born in Genoa, Italy in 1451. He grew up with an interest in the sea and eventually became a sailor. As European merchants wanted direct access to Asia's riches, especially spices, silk, and precious metals, Columbus believed he can find a westward route to Asia, bypassing the dangerous overland routes. Columbus was convinced that by sailing west, he can reach the Far East. He miscalculated the size of the Earth, underestimating the distance between Europe and Asia. Columbus sought backing for his plan from several European monarchs, including those in Portugal, but was rejected. Columbus turned to Spain, where Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand were eager to finance exploration. In 1492, they agreed to sponsor his expedition, hoping it will bring wealth and glory to Spain. Columbus then signed a contract with the Spanish monarchs, agreeing to claim any new lands for Spain and take a portion of the wealth discovered. He was named Admiral of the Sea. Columbus prepared for his voyage. He assembled a crew and 3 ships, the Nina, Pinta, and Santa Maria. The ships were small and ill-equipped for a long journey across the ocean. In August 3, 1492, Columbus and his crew set sail from Palos de la Frontera, Spain, bound for what they believe will be a quick passage to Asia. The journey was treacherous, with weeks of unpredictable weather, rough seas, and crew members grew increasingly nervous about the vast uncharted ocean. The crew began to fear that they will never reach land. There were whispers of mutiny, and Columbus promised to turn back if they do not find land soon. In October 12, 1492. After more than 2 months at sea, the lookout on the Pinta spotted land. It was an island in the Bahamas, which Columbus believed to be part of the East Indies. Columbus and his crew landed on the island and encountered the indigenous people, whom Columbus called Indians, mistakenly thinking he has reached the outskirts of Asia. Columbus explored several islands in the Caribbean, including parts of present-day Cuba and Hispaniola, now shared by Haiti and the Dominican Republic, interacted with native people, and claimed the lands for Spain. He established a small colony on Hispaniola called La Navidad, but returned to Spain to report on his findings. In March 1493, Columbus sailed back to Spain and brought some native people and gold to show his success. He was hailed as a hero, and Spain began to envision the riches that can be gained from the New World. In the same year of 1493, Columbus returned to the Caribbean with a larger fleet, intending to expand his reach and establish more colonies. This time, he was more prepared for colonization and resource extraction. Columbus and his men began to encounter more resistance from the native populations as they attempted to exert control over the lands and resources. These tensions grew over the years. Columbus continued to explore more of the Caribbean, reaching the islands of Puerto Rico, Jamaica, and others. He remained convinced he was near Asia, although he was yet to discover the full extent of the America. Columbus faced increasing difficulties with his colonial administration, including disputes with his own men and with Spanish officials over his treatment of the indigenous populations. On his third voyage in 1498, Columbus explored the northern coast of South America, which confirmed that he has not found Asia, but rather a completely new landmass, though he still did not fully realize its significance. The fourth and final voyage was from 1502 to 1504. Columbus embarked on a fourth and final voyage to the New World from the year 1502 to 1504, navigating along the Central American coast. He faced disastrous conditions, including hurricanes and mutiny, and was eventually forced to return to Spain. Columbus died in 1506, still convinced that he had discovered a route to Asia. Like and subscribe for more historic videos.